almost every case can be tagged an emergency. And in order to make sure that everybody will claim an emergency when they come to the hospital?
Some people estimate to the tune of 6.2 billion US dollars. They also bought all the Nigerian federal government hospitals at the cost of 3.2 billion US dollars. They even offered to buy all the Catholic hospitals for $2 billion, but the bishops refused that. So this is a well-organized cartel who are actually moving into Nigeria in order to actually buy up, or they have already paid an advance on all our organs. Anybody in the Federal Republic of Nigeria has no entitlement to their organs as it stands today with the law. And we know this for sure, that these are billionaires from the United States who funded this organ trafficking cartel to take the organs of Nigeria. Now, my colleague AGK had asked whether I was there when this cartel made a negotiation. The answer is yes, I was physically present in a deliberation. We were called as leaders of the private health sector to the headquarters of General Electric, the biggest company in the world, the leading medical company in the world. I was representing the Catholic Medical Practitioners of Nigeria and the Association of General and Private Medical Practitioners of Nigeria as the committee chairman of the National Health Act. And presiding over this National Health Act public hearing was Senator Ike Ekweremadu, who was then the Deputy Senate President. And
let me comment there. Who did you say was presiding?
Well, Senator Ike Ekweremadu, he was the presiding senator for the new public hearing.
People were involved for organ harvesting. All of them are
Governor, but then Senator Ifeanyi Okowa, and just sitting by his side was also Dr. Chris Ngige, so who was then a senator. So all of them were there, and I made this argument directly, pointing out Section 48, that Section 48 makes an exemption that is impossible. You don't exempt, there is no situation in medicine where you can overrule or say the consent is waived. Consent is never waived. It could be transferred to the next of kin, but it's never waived in any situation. That is part of the Helsinki Declaration. So it's an international treaty. So we cannot make an exemption here in Nigeria. Then I also pointed out the loophole in Section 51. You cannot have the medical practitioner or the medical director of the hospital be the one to authorize that an organ is taken from someone. You can't give what you don't have. That's a legal principle. Then I pointed out in Section 53 that it is also when you say reasonable cost for reimbursement of reasonable payments. What does that mean? Is 10 million naira reasonable payment for kidney? Some people will tell you that too. So you actually legalized the sale of organs in Section 53.
Stolen.
Now AGK had asked whether I was there when this cartel made the negotiation. The answer is yes, I was physically present.
And who are those people?
In a deliberation, we were called leaders of the private health sector to the headquarters of General Electric, the biggest company in the world, the leading medical company in the world. And we were told that Bill Gates offered them $2 billion to build 260 hospitals in Nigeria. So they want us to name our price so that we can be paid off, so we will leave the entire medical system, so that we will not be practicing medicine, we will not be practicing pharmacy, we will not be practicing
Why would anyone do a thing like that?
This was done. I was present. It's not somebody told me.
He's present.
I was physically
Present there.
before executives of a general electric with a number of other Nigerians in the health sector, in pharmacy, in laboratory sciences, and there were executives of GE from their headquarters in New York. This is the first time it's happening in the history of humanity. Nothing like this has ever happened. And I warned Ike Kurumado before the Senate, and Nigerians there will bear me witness, and many of them still remember. I told Ike Kurumado before the entire public hearing that he will be the first victim of this law he's standing for.
Correct. And now he's
before Senator Kowa can also bear me witness because he was there. And like a prophecy come true. And the Republic of Nigeria sold the entire organs of the Nigerian people. Even knew that this was the situation.
Wow.
Very bad.
Wow.
My people, now don't listen this video. I take this video for this Awaraun bra fraud boy. I have done this video a long time before. Thank God say he can't use the math now. Can't talk and say how Igbo people gang up wanted to sign with America, wherever. How they want to sell organs of Nigerians, which they have did. Una here? You go hospital. They will say, now, so you do this, you do that. Before you know it, they operate you, they remove your organ without telling you. A lot of organs are be stolen. Many people, they walk out with one kidney. They don't go know. That is wicked. This boy now using math, they talk now. Because I don't want to play all those his area where he talk, it go too long. How their people, Nyamiri, they sell organs. You see why they say kidnap by is organ harvesting. And this deal was signed the time of Jonathan. And the time of Jonathan, which people ruled with Jonathan, Onyamiri. Una hear when the man now measure all the Onyamiri name. Una see other tribe there, where they measure, the answer is no. The time of the Jonathan, now they load a whole container with prick. Man prick kia. They load down for the whole, a container full for a kia of man. Manhood container full. They load down from Nigeria to China. Then you are telling me these people are not animals. People who don't value human beings. Una hear the name where you mention, now see other tribe there. The answer is no. Then tomorrow, you will be normal person. You go come clap, make one Igbo man come be your president. You want just by yourself. They never be president the time of Jonathan. The way they surround Jonathan. That is the time they signed this kind of bad deal. Want to say all the hospitals, say Nigeria, there will not be a Nigeria doctor anymore. The doctor will be the Europeans. And they have right to take any organ they want to take. If not be God, like the man where he talk, say not there among of that, he can never sign that kind of a thing. Ukberumadu where they arrest now for England as a organ trafficking. It was among others. All of them was among. So you wait there, they say, because Yoruba don't rule, Hausa don't rule, Fulani don't rule, Igbo one never rule. Make una leave them, make them rule. I'll get you boy. We are rule. wa ave rulu abi my president ma wa ovie woni wa hin. So my do people, I beg 2027 know of a bona fide Edo man or Edo woman where you go ever support Onyamiri say may come be president. No try am, because you want use your hand joke by your generation. You listen now how they harvest organs, how they gang up to sign. The man wey he talk, he say he refuse, say he cannot sign for that kind of thing. How can you sell a whole country? You sell their organs to Western world. Tomorrow, all those mumu children, all those youth wey no know their left and right, they are all social media talking, oh, now white people, now they make them they suffer. White people, now they colonize the white European people, now they make Africa like this. Who told you? Now European people say make they force them. You see how much where the man quote, where they tell them say they go give them, and they accept. But this man now where he say he no accept, not be human being. But the rest of Onyamiri people accept the money. As they can't accept that money that time, they call true. The deal go through. Today you could not be any daughter for Nigeria. Upon say they never that thing, you know, they not really legalize them. They still the thief organs. They are since that time, since the time of Jonathan, they started harvesting organ because of that deal. Tomorrow, instead of you to blame yourself, blame your leaders, we'll be blaming Western world. As you know how much with that man quote where they say they will give them so billion to buy them off, to buy the whole hospital in Nigeria. They will be the one, or Igbo will be the one to operate the hospital. So they have every right to take any organ. If not be this man where he quote a law, Ukperemadu sign, the other one sign, 3 of them like that sign. Igbo people, they sign. Can you imagine? So una way they blame Western world, now so they colonize una, now so they do this. Make una stop it. Make una they stop her. Because when you acknowledge your failure, when you accept that you are a failure, then you have to learn how to make amendment. Africa never take responsibility for their failure. No leader take responsibility for their failure. Not youth, they take responsibility for their failure. You go see some youth, you go say, hey, may the old people leave the power for the youth. Who are the youth? Not be the one who they see for social media, those useless people. Now you want leave power for people where you not get sense, where you not get left, where you not know their left and right. My people, now here I do this video, I say make una just listen with una ear. Make una see, say people where you want sell Nigeria organs. Now Onyamiri people, they never become president or since the time of Jonathan. Now they thief people organ. Now yeah, I dropped the video, my people.